today, what we're going to do, we're going to be mapping out key elements of a narrative. This is something really hard for students to do, so we're going to be looking at that. The materials that you need are computer access. Keep in mind that this is an in-class assignment. You need a printer, you need glue, you need scissors, copy paper, the book, A Mighty Long Way, either hardcover or a copy or ebook. You need notebook for note-taking. Now, this is going to be group work. There will be 3 students per group. Students will analyze information presented, discussion based on what students notice about narrow elements, and they're going to annotate in their journals the analysis of their discussions. Now, your starting point. You have to keep in mind that this activity will take about 3 weeks to complete. You have to give the students background information in order for them to better understand the reading of the book. Now, what you do want to touch on is the Jim Crow laws. You want to touch on Palsy versus Ferguson, Brown versus Board of Education. Now, one website that you can go to that has very short clicks is the discoveryeducation.com. And let me go ahead and take you there. This one here, once you log in, it gives you plenty of videos. What you do is you go to your streaming, and from there you select your grade, in this case 6th to 8th grade. And since we're giving background information, we're going to go to social studies. And in social studies, you want to go to U.S. history. Now you want to narrow it down, and you'll want to enter Jim Crow laws. And then up come all the videos that you can use, the Palsy and the era of the Jim Crow, other videos about Palsy versus Ferguson case that you might be able to use. As you can see, they're very short videos that you can present to students. Now, once you've had the students look at several videos and given them background information, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're guiding the students to take notes about the story elements, which are main character, setting, theme, conflict, etc. Now, if for some reason you want to do a whole group reading and you want to present it on the smartboard, then you can go to this website on the Barnes & Noble, and let me go ahead and show you where you can bring that one up. This one online, Barnes & Noble. And here you can do your search, A Mighty Long Way. And for this one, you want ebook. Now you go here, you click the search, and it comes up, and you want to click on the sample reading. This way your students have an experience as to how to get to their ebooks. This one brings out contents that you can cover. For example, you can talk about the cover page, title, contents in the book, dedication, and then of course you can go to chapter 1 and read from there and so on. Now once you've done that, then you can go ahead and start guiding the students as to finish up with their activity. Once they have all their notes, and once they understand who the main characters are and all the elements, then you can go to this website, the readwriteandthink.org, and in that one, you can have the students create what you call a cube. Now, on that cube, they'll have to write all the elements of the narrative. On your search by keyword, create a cube is where you want to go to. Once you go there, it's going to come up with all these different cubes that you can develop. You want to go to Cube Creator. Now, a Cube Creator, it's going to allow you to get started. And once you're there, then you have several options, but the one that you want is the story cube because this helps you map out the key elements of a story. And you have to make sure that you write in the name, or the students write in their name. And this cube comes up. And in this cube, what they're going to do, the notes that they took in their notebooks, they're going to map them out in this cube. So they're going to talk about the main characters, who are the main characters of the story, where the story takes place, the conflict or main problem of the story, the resolution, how is the problem resolved, if it is resolved. They're going to talk about the theme, which is the topic or subject of the story. Then they're going to tell you what their favorite part of the story is. Once they're done, then they can finish. They click finish. And it brings out this sheet. This is their story cube. This is their map. They can print it, and as you notice, it has where you cut it, you can fold it, and you can put it together. Now, once they're done, they can create a new cube for another story. Now, let me give you a sample as to how that cube looks. And this is a cube for one of the stories that was developed. Now, to assess for this assessment or grading, each section of this activity is worth 25 points and will be assessed based on the following. They need to identify main characters, setting, and theme, clear understanding of the conflict of the story and resolution, connects background information with reading, indicates favorite section of the reading. And for my learning theories, I selected social constructivism because, of course, the students will interact with each other. They will analyze the information that will be presented. The cognitive load, it's really difficult for students to learn about the plot elements of a narrative. So for this reason, it's important to continue as they're growing up, giving them activities in order for them to hold this information in their long-term memory. And that is the end of the activity.